Hello everybody, welcome to part 2 of the Globe Diaries. I'm Nanaya here, and today I'm going to be taking you through the process of creating your alter ego when you are going through the process of reinventing yourself. Let's get into it. Before we get right into it, if you're new here, hi, you're welcome to my channel. If you're returning, thank you so much for joining me once again. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you enjoy content like this, kindly leave me a like. It tells me that you enjoy content like this so that I can keep making some more. If you have suggestions for videos you want me to do, be sure to leave them down in the comment section below. Determine your why. Do you want the confidence to go for your dream job? Do you want to go for your dream man? Do you want to have your best body yet? Do you want to have your best life yet? Why do you want to create this alter ego? You have to determine your why so that it informs how you're going to restructure other aspects of creating this persona, and also how you go about utilizing it as you go along your journey. You have to first understand why you're doing this. If it's just for malicious intent, then you know to readjust your thought processes and what you're going to need to change. Is this something that's way off from what you really want? Is this something you're doing because people want you to do it? Is this something that you really want? Is this something you're being pressured to do? Whatever your why is, you have to know why and state it down. Construct the persona and lifestyle that you want this alter ego to embody. When you think about your best self ever, what does she look like? How does she behave? How does she talk? How does she interact with people? What are her friends like? Who's her partner like? Where does she go? Where does she eat? What does she do? Use that to inform how you create this persona and this lifestyle of this alter ego that you're trying to create in the next 5 to 10 years when I'm creating this alter ego. So you can use that as inspiration for how you want it to be. Give her a name. I know that sometimes it can be like, give her a name, am I becoming a different person? No. There's this principle in marketing that is called your buyer persona, where you try and create who your ideal client is. You start with a name, where she works, what she does, how much she earns for a living, what she likes, all your interests. When you're trying to create your buyer persona, you attach that same level into this when you're creating your persona. It's important to give it a name. It has to be a name that resonates with you. It has to be a name that is meaningful to you. It has to be a name that you like and identify with. A name that evokes the essence of what you want to feel and how you want to show up. Beyonce has Sasha Fierce, right? Now Beyonce is Beyonce. She has been able to achieve her full Beyonce-ness. And if you actually look at her Sasha Fierce era, Beyonce now is who Sasha Fierce was when she was trying to get into the industry, because she had been in Destiny's Child, she was a part of a group, and now she had come solo, and people were not really resonating with her as much because there's a lot of drama from that breakup of the group. So she needed something that she could get into. Whenever she gets on stage, she's like, I'm powerful, I'm here to sing, and everybody's gonna love me. And she's been able to do that now that Beyonce walks onto the stage. She doesn't have to say a word, she just stands there. And you can just feel her essence radiating. Same thing should be applied when you're creating the name. It should be something that gives you that oomph that you want to feel. If you want your alter ego to be more calm, you should have names that kind of resonates that. If you want your alter ego to be powerful, like a powerful, strong woman, it should have that. If you want your alter ego to be very girly, very feminine, very calm, like very chill, very playful, it should resonate with that. Marilyn Monroe was a persona that was created by Norma Jean. Because when you say Norma Jean, it was like, very, very homely, dowdy girl who just chills somewhere in the background. But Marilyn Monroe, she was a goddess, she was a star. You need a list of role models, characteristics that they have that you want to embody. For example, Marjorie Harvey, she's one of my role models because I love certain characters of her. She's a mother, she's a wife, and she's amazing. She's very, very feminine. There are lots of things that sure you can try and go dig up her past and be like, oh look, you were terrible. But she has been able to use extremely terrible circumstances, transform that to become who she is now. So you need role models. Is it a teacher? Is it a celebrity? Is it somebody who has accomplished something in a field that you are looking to venture into? If you are like a woman in business and you want to go into business and there's somebody in the business space that you have seen her do so well for herself and you want to become like that, you watch videos of them, you read their books, you read podcasts or documentaries or articles that have been written about them. Find out certain characteristics of theirs you can embody or you can imbibe into your own life so you can learn from them. It doesn't even have to be one for each. Something can even be an amalgamation of all these people. And then you list out things that you like about each of them and what you want to inculcate into your life. At any point in time when you are finding it difficult imagining how your future life is going to be, you can use them as, a bit of a reminder that like this is on my vision board, this is how I want to look like, and then you can just go along and then learn even some more. And as they're also growing older and they're changing, you're also getting to see that transformation and learning along with them and seeing how you can even edit certain aspects of your character or your signature alter ego to go along the path that you want to go. So it's important to have role models, list the characteristics that you like about them, and then find ways to imbibe them into your life. This is the fun part for most people. This is where you create her signature presentation, how she shows up. Okay, so what clothes does she wear? What colors? What color theme is she going for? What's like her fashion sense like? How does she do her hair? How does she do her makeup? How does she wear her clothes? What kind of perfume does she wear? How does she smell like? How does she walk? How does she talk? It's important that during this stage, you find people who kind of look like you. When it comes to your signature presentation, how you show up, it's important to find people who mimic how you want to look within your race. That way it doesn't look too far off and it also looks like something that is doable. That way you get to wear makeup looks that actually match you and best suit your features, and you get to wear colors that go with your color season. You get to walk and talk in a way that comes naturally to you. I don't have a very high-pitched voice, but I decided that my signature presentation should have a very high feminine sultry voice. It wouldn't be realistic for me. It means I'll have to fake it all the time, and that could even strain your vocal cords. Rather, I could imagine the essence of how I feel she should talk like, and then find ways to modulate my voice to mimic, to kind of exude that without having to change my voice. Another thing that I'm still working on is slowing down. I know I tend to talk a bit fast. I'm working on it. So I always have to make sure that I'm reminding myself, like, slow down, slow down, slow down. I know this video I might have sped through, but I'm trying to make sure that when I'm talking to people, I'm slowing down as much as possible. I'm being present, I'm smiling. If it's something that is, welcoming and warm, and if it's something that is a bit uncomfortable, I try to keep a very demure face and talk like this, and I'm not very happy about this, even though I understand that this is not how we are planning to go forward, versus when I'm very happy, like, okay, so that's actually going to be a very great way to begin this project. I'm looking forward to embarking on this journey with you, and if it's something flirtatious, I just drop my eyes a bit. I'm like, okay, so what do you think? I think this could be great for us. I would love to see you again, and I can't wait to see you. I had a really lovely time. Do you see the difference? So I have actually cultivated that, where it's not far from how I talk. Even with perfumes, sometimes you find certain perfumes have certain notes that don't match with your body chemistry. You can still find ways to find a different perfume with notes that work very well with your body chemistry, that when you come into the room, whatever emotion you want to evoke can be done that through your scent. Even with clothes, if you find that you're tailoring your clothes, you're buying certain clothes that do not match with your natural body shape, you end up completely misfiring, because then it doesn't look good on you, it doesn't work very well for you. So you should make sure that how you're presenting yourself is still doable and it's still transferable to your current reality. Okay, so that's something that should be very, very fun, a very, very fun exercise for you to do. Have a vision board, pin images on Pinterest, create Pinterest boards, compile collages together, and just something up, something to make sure that you are showing up as your best authentic self while still aspiring to reach the status of your signature ego. Create the plan that takes you from your current self to your signature self. What do you need to get to that point? So if I say currently I'm earning like, I don't know, 4 figures or 2 figures or 3 figures, whatever that amount looks like. Now the aim is to get to the 6-figure self. What is it going to take to get there? Then you create plans. What you need to do. Do I need to get a new job? Do I need to get some new skills? Do I need to go here? Do I need to start a business? Whatever it is, you write those steps down, actionable steps that are doable, that I have timelines. So these are the milestones I need to get to be able to fully assume my signature ego, or my best self possible, my highest self. You do that, and this also helps to keep you accountable, to say, okay, this is what I need to do to get to this point that I say I want. Okay, so it's important to create a bit of like a blueprint or a chart that keeps you accountable from your current self to where you want to be. Start. So if you say you want to dress a certain kind of way, start by showing up for one day. Do your hair the way you want to do it, wear the perfume you want to wear, do your makeup, get dressed, try talking that way, and see how people receive you. Listen to the feedback. How does it make you feel when you show up like that day? Document the day, take the pictures, take the videos, journal it down in your diary. Mark that day as your new birthday, or your rebirth day. That, oh, today I showed up as her, like with a name, and I did my hair this way, I did my makeup this way, I wore this dress, I wore this perfume, I wore these heels, I went here, I went there, people reacted this way to me, that's how I felt. I want to even be better, or I want to even change some aspects of it, and then you just edit it. Okay, you need to start. With every good thing, you need to start. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a very big thumbs up. Tell me which parts of it you like down in the comment section below. Tell me how you are embarking on this, and oh, you can even use today as your starting point. You can use this as an accountability, so you can always come back whenever you want, more tips. Come back to the video, watch it again, and then go forward from there. I like doing this, and I'm going to be doing more self-development content along these lines on my channel. So be sure to give me a very big thumbs up, and I'll make sure I have more contents coming your way. Subscribe and hit the bell notification so you never miss an upload from me. Thank you so much for joining me today, even with all the noise and construction going on in the cars and the sun also just kind of moving up and down during this the entire time. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Be your best self.